Namaste friends, all are welcome to my YouTube channel Light Workers and Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement. The program we are doing is Spiritual Question and Answers. Today let me see what the question is being asked. Why does one suffer? What is the root of suffering? How do we come out of the suffering? What's the way? They asked. So the question is very clear. So let us understand what is suffering first. Once we understand the suffering, then we can understand the other things. Okay, then we can go to the question back. Okay, so why does one suffer, they are telling. So let us understand suffering. What is suffering? Suffering in the sense, the things which gives us pain, which gives us sorrow, which gives us sad, which makes us sad, is suffering. So this is purely a mind work. This is a mental one. That means a mind work actually. A mind gets happiness as well as sadness. So it is a, that's why I'm telling you, it is purely a mind which takes happiness and sadness. Okay, so suffering is something related to sadness, sorrowness, and everything, these things. Some, we can say the negatives or something, we will say no, it is something related to that. So why does one suffer? What is the why should one suffer? It's a bad feeling, no? It's sorrow, bad feeling. Oh my god, I'm crying, I'm doing. So why is this happening? What is the what can we say, what is the root of this suffering? Why does one suffer? We understood what is suffering. So does anyone likes to suffer? Do I like to suffer? No, I don't like to suffer. I'm happy. I don't like to suffer. No one likes to suffer. You have to understand, no one likes to suffer. So why is one suffering? Actually, Bhagavan Buddha says the root of suffering is your desire. The desire is the root of suffering. So why does one desire? We desire for something. We desire for happiness. We desire for some good things to happen. But what happens? After a good thing happens, there is something which is bad also. The other coin also, it's like a coin has a tails as well as a heads. So we enjoy the things, we will have very nice time. After having a desire, we enjoy that, and after that the result will be, again we will be suffering due to it also. There is another phase also in it, that is called suffering, that is called sorrowness. So desire is like that. Due to the desire, one is suffering. Okay, and another thing is, because of our belief system, because of our feelings, because of our opinions, because of our notions, we suffer. Okay, so what is this belief system? So we believe something pre-assumed. This is, see, the life is like a river. It is running, it is momentary, it is very, it is now. Actually the time is now. See, 3 months before the time was something else, now it is something else, something different. Due to the corona impact, the life has become something else. It's not the same as before, isn't it? So the life is like a river, it is running. We should be running with it, means we should flow with it. So it's not that I will be like that, my our ancestors told to be like that, I am like this, means that will be that will again take you to ancestors only. It will not be a river. Actually, you're not flowing in the river, you're not flowing with the wind. It will be like you are stuck up somewhere else. So you should not do that. This is a river, this is a flow, you should flow. So belief system, some of the belief systems will take you to the sufferings. Some of the Muda Nammaka, we will say, actually in Kannada language, Muda Nammaka means the belief, superstitiousness. Those superstitiousness will also takes you to the suffering only. And what else? Many things. Your opinions, your feelings, your notions also. pre-assumed notions, pre-assumed opinions also will take you to the suffering. See, once you just think over, I have something, I have, like for my wife, I will tell her to wear only sari, you should wear only sari, you should go at this time, you should come at this time. We do so much of calculations and we give them those calculations. Okay, we tell them to be like this, be like that. Okay, so once they are also doing the same thing with us, they are also telling you should not wear t-shirts, you should not wear this kind of shirts, you should not wear this kind of trousers, you should not go out at this time, you should not come at this time. If they also tell you, then won't you get won't you be angry? So it's the same thing. What you give, that will return to you. That is the nature of karma actually. Whatever we do, so we reap. What you sow shall we reap, isn't it? So the same thing happens to you. So whatever you do, whatever you make the rules, whatever you have the opinions, from that also you are getting the suffering. And finally the karma, whatever the karma we do. For example, if we do a good deed, means something you do, in return you get the same thing, and by returning you are getting the same thing, means you are happy, then it is a good deed. Okay, good karma. Whatever you do, in return you get that, and you are feeling bad, you are feeling sorrow, then it is a bad deed, means bad karma. Okay, so by karma also we are getting a dukkha. Previous janmas karma, we are feeling dukkha at this time. So that's why always have a ahimsa tattva, means non-violence, compassion. Buddha says be compassionate. So compassionate over everything, every moment, every second, you have to be compassionate towards everyone. Whatever, because whatever you are giving is coming return back to you. So if you hit someone, those will hit you back. So by hitting you are feeling happy, but when they hit you, you're feeling sad. So you should understand this. Whatever I will give, say same thing I am receiving. So I should not hit them. I should pat them. You're good. We have to pat. Then they will also pat us. You are good. So it will be very happy for us, no? So these things we have to learn. What things? When we do something good to others, they are giving same thing to us. They are giving same good to us. That is what we have to learn. So now, why does one suffer? You understood? Suffering we understood. It's a sorrow or sadness or bad feeling is called suffering. So why do we suffer? It is because of us only we are suffering, not because of anyone else. The suffering is mainly because of us. Our thinking, our opinions, our desires, our notions, our karmas are making us suffering, are bringing the suffering to us, isn't it? So this is this one you have understood. Why does one suffer? Okay, so next, what is the root of suffering? The root of suffering is same thing, whatever I told. It's a desire. It's you who is the root. Means for me, it is me who is the root of suffering. It is because of me I am suffering. It's not because of someone else, isn't it? Someone else can't bring you suffering. Someone else speaks many things about you. Someone else uh, may call you something or may tell you something. No need to worry. Buddha, when he was actually begging, someone teased him. Someone used bad words to him, but he never took it. When they asked, why are you not taking it, he told, when you give a fruit to me, and if I reject that fruit, who will be having that fruit? It is you who are having it, isn't it? If you give me, I won't take it. So who will be having it? You will only be having it. So when you speak some words, it is you who are speaking, and I'm not taking it. So who will have um, those words? Who will be taking those words? What they have expressed, who will be taking it? They themselves will be taking it back. So with that word, so great words from Buddha has given a lightning, has given a enlightened words for many people. So what they say, the root of suffering is in you, your desires, your things, all these things, what you are creating itself is a root of suffering. So you have to change. The others may not, you can't change others, it's very difficult to change others, but you can change yourself first. That's why you change yourself, then the world will be very fine. If you won't change, then everything is same, you will be suffering. This is what Bhagavan Buddha says. So root of suffering we understood. What, how do we come out of the suffering? What's the way? So once you understood the root of suffering, what is the root, you understood. Why are we suffering, you understood. So when we understand why we are suffering, then how to come out of it? You come out of those roots, you take out that roots, then you are happy, then you will come out of the suffering. So what are those roots? Desire is a root, so you should not desire. Means Buddha says, due to the lack of knowledge, due to the ignorance, one desires. If you have a knowledge, uh, if you have a spiritual knowledge, you will not desire. Due to the lack of knowledge, you are desiring. So it is because of this darkness you are suffering. So when the light comes, when the light arises, then the darkness moves. So when the spiritual knowledge, the light of spiritual knowledge flows into you, then the darkness of those desires, which are the darkness, will go out of you. It will come out of you, and you will always be remaining with the light. So we should have a knowledge. So how to have a knowledge? You have to attend the satsangs, you should uh, do meditation, dhyanam nunchi gnanam. So by doing meditation you will get the knowledge. It is, the knowledge is within you, it is not outside of you, it's right within you. Take that knowledge, isn't it? So many yogis, sages have not read any books, but they have written a great books. Who has written that? Who has given that? It is they themselves. The innermost core of them has given those great scriptures. So the knowledge is right within you. Open that knowledge, become that knowledge, become that wisdom, reopen that. How do you do that? By meditation. It is by practice, by sadhana, you can do it. Okay, so how to come, yeah. So and desires we understood. Then your beliefs, your notions, feelings, and judgments, comments, all those things you should leave. When we, and you should be ahimsa tattva, you should follow ahimsa tattva, compassionate. You should become compassionate. Once you become compassionate, then the compassion, when you become compassionate towards others, the others will show compassion towards you. That is what is called ahimsa tattva. So pyramid spiritual society movement mainly stresses on ahimsa tattva. It is not only the non-vegetarianism you have to live, it is the compassion towards everything. Compassionate, you should not speak harsh, you should not speak, you should have a karuna tattvam. Compassionate is that. Karunamayi, the kindness. We should show kindness towards everything. Then we will not suffer then. And our karmas also, finally. Do good deeds, do good karmas, then you will, in return, you will get good karmas. If you are doing bad karmas, in return, you will get bad karmas. So, what you should do? You should do something good. Then you will be away from bad karmas. Okay, then if there is no bad karma, then you are not suffering, you will be happy. If there is a bad karma, you will suffer. So these are the things to come out of the suffering. Okay friends, if you are having any other queries, please send in comments. Do like, subscribe and share the channel, so that we can do more videos, and do ask more questions, so that we are very happy to tell the answers. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you.